Has another parent ever gotten mad at you for saying no to a child? A mom at my son's baseball practice demanded I give her 10-year-old daughter my insulin pump because she wanted to see how it worked. When I explained it was literally keeping me alive, she screamed that I was traumatizing her child by refusing to share. Then she grabbed my shirt and tried to disconnect it herself, while yelling that I was discriminating against curious children. I've been diabetic since I was 12. My insulin pump isn't a toy. It's a $7,000 medical device programmed specifically for my body. Without it, I could go into a coma within hours. It's literally attached to my stomach with a tiny tube delivering exact doses of insulin every few minutes. This girl, maybe 10 years old, kept staring at my pump during practice. It was clipped to my belt, partially visible under my shirt. "What's that beeping thing?" she asked, pointing. "It's a medical device that helps me stay healthy," I said gently. She reached for it. "Can I see?" "Sorry, sweetie, but I can't take it off. It's connected to me." That's when her mother appeared like she'd been summoned. "Excuse me," she said, already angry. "My daughter asked you a simple question." I explained it's medical equipment. "She's a child. She's trying to learn," the woman interrupted. "How is she supposed to understand diabetes if you won't even show her?" "Ma'am, this pump is literally attached to my body with a needle. I can't just hand it over." Her face turned red. "So you're saying my daughter isn't trustworthy? She's very mature for her age. It's not about trust. If this gets disconnected, I could die." "Don't be so dramatic," she snapped. "It's just for a minute. You can reconnect it." Other parents were starting to look over. My son was watching from the dugout, looking embarrassed. "The answer is no," I said firmly. That's when she completely lost control. "This is what's wrong with society," she screamed. "People like you act like your problems make you special. My taxes probably paid for that machine." She stepped closer. "You know what? If you won't educate my child, I will." Before I could react, she grabbed the front of my shirt and yanked it up, exposing the pump site on my stomach. Her other hand reached for the tubing. "Don't touch that," I shouted, stumbling backward, but she kept coming. "It's not that complicated. See, Miranda? He's just being selfish." I felt the tug as she grabbed the tubing. If she pulled any harder, the cannula would rip out of my skin. "Get off me," I yelled, louder than I'd ever yelled in public. That's when Coach Davis, a former Marine, stepped between us. "Ma'am, step back now," he commanded in a voice that could stop traffic. She was still holding my tubing. "He assaulted me. I was just trying to—" "I watched the whole thing," Coach Davis said slowly. "You just committed battery. On camera." He pointed to the field's security camera. "That's a felony when it involves medical equipment." Her hand dropped. Her face went white. "Furthermore," the coach continued, "attempting to remove someone's life-sustaining medical device, that's attempted murder in this state." Her daughter started crying. "Mom, I didn't want you to—" "Shut up, Miranda," she snapped. Coach Davis pulled out his phone. "I'm calling the police. Don't move." "Wait." Her whole demeanor changed. "I didn't mean— I was just trying to help her learn. Please, I have a job. I can't—" "Should have thought of that before you attacked a diabetic father," I said, still shaking. While we waited for police, she tried everything. She cried. She apologized. She offered to pay me. She even tried to blame her daughter, saying Miranda has boundary issues. The police took statements from 6 witnesses. They arrested her for assault and battery. As they led her away in handcuffs, she screamed that I'd ruined her life over a simple misunderstanding. Her husband showed up an hour later to get Miranda. He looked exhausted, like this wasn't his first time dealing with his wife's behavior. "I'm sorry," he said quietly. "She's been getting worse. We're in counseling, but—" He shrugged helplessly. My son didn't talk the whole ride home. Finally, he asked, "Dad, why did she think she could just take your pump?" I thought about it. Some people think their wants matter more than other people's needs. That's messed up. Yeah, buddy, it really is. The next week, I got a letter from her lawyer asking me to drop the charges. Said she was a devoted mother who made a mistake in the heat of the moment. I wrote back with 2 words. Absolutely not. She pled guilty to avoid trial. Got 6 months probation, anger management classes, and a restraining order. She's banned from all youth sports facilities in our district. Coach Davis told me her daughter still comes to practice. Her dad brings her now. She waves at me sometimes, and I wave back. Last week, she walked up to me after practice. "I'm sorry my mom grabbed you," she said quietly. "I didn't want her to do that. I know, sweetie, it wasn't your fault. My dad got me library books about diabetes. I'm learning the right way now. Sometimes kids understand what their parents never will. Curiosity doesn't give you the right to someone else's body, and some parents need handcuffs to learn that no means no."